Well, well, well. What a result at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace 0, Manchester City 0. City could just not get the ball in the back of the net. And of course, this has a huge effect on the title race. Let's just take a look at how things stand. City then, 4 points clear of Liverpool in second. Liverpool have a game in hand, which is against Arsenal on Wednesday. Remember, City and Liverpool meet next month as well at the Etihad. Goodness me, what a title race this is going to be. Pablo Zabaleta with us, as is Don Hutchinson. Don, how did this happen?
Do you know, I was writing the script down, coming on, I was thinking no one's going to remember about Man City beating Everton in the last minute, and no one's going to remember Man City beating Crystal Palace in the last minute. I thought it was a certainty. But my word, Crystal Palace dug in. They played some really good football. Patrick Vieira's improved every single one of them. They grafted. I thought Guardiola, he missed the trick really not putting Raheem Sterling on, to be honest. The more Crystal Palace were fading in the game, I thought Raheem Sterling with his sharpness could have came on and made the difference. I actually thought Man City played quite well in the game, but you've got to give Crystal Palace some credit. They really, really deserved their draw.
De Bruyne hit the post, Cancelo hit the post as well. A number of chances, one in particular falling to Bernardo Silva. We do see this occasionally, don't we, though, from from City, Pablo. How nervous does this make you in the title race?
Well, the title is on. I mean, two wonderful teams. They will give us a lot of joy to watch because, in the way both of them competing at the moment are incredible. It was 2 big points drop, Man City tonight. I thought Palace done incredible job. They deserve a point. So, only 4 point difference. Liverpool has a game in hand. We'll see if they can beat Arsenal next game. Arsenal at the moment in a great form as well, so it's going to be a fantastic game for sure. But 8 weeks ago, it was 14 point difference between two clubs. Incredible how Liverpool are only 4 points now behind Man City. So I have to say that Liverpool at the moment is doing really well. Especially it was with a big signing of Luis Diaz as well. This guy has also brought so much quality into that team. So club got plenty of players to put on the field, and playing with this kind of football is going to make so difficult for Man City this season.
Pablo, what's it like from a Liverpool perspective? Obviously, you had that title running that went down to the last day with the Aguero goal. How much were you paying attention to what Manchester United were doing? Would you watch every one of those games as a fan, obviously supporting the team that they were playing against, or would you purposely ignore it?
No, you want to ignore it, but at the end, you're on the phone just watching the games on TV because you want to see the team, behind you dropping points every game. But that season when we won the league in 2012, we were like very similar situation, like 12 points behind Man United. But we always keep believing that we needed to keep winning games to win the title, and we done it. So in football, you never know. That's why it's an incredible sport. It's wonderful always to watch football, especially the Premier League with these two teams that for me are too much different between these two clubs at the moment with the rest of the clubs in England. So it's going to be fantastic for sure. Hopefully, finger crossed, Man City can just keep winning games and win the Premier League.
Don, when you were fighting relegation all those years, how much attention did you pay to the other side?
Every single second, Dan. Don't worry about that. I was stressed all of the time. And even when you come in, Pablo will probably agree, Shaka for sure, but even when you play a game, Dan, and you come in at just after kick-off, just after full time, the first thing you do when you come into a dressing room, you've normally got a TV in the dressing room with the score lines coming in, and you are sitting there after you've played, desperate for the teams in and around you. Whether you're fighting for the championship, whether you're fighting for top four, whether you're fighting for relegation, and you are desperate for the teams in and around you to lose and drop points. And when you come in and you see them drop points, it's an amazing feeling. When you see them win, it's a little bit of a body blow. But this is going to carry on because Klopp said the other day, which was Absolutely bang on. He said the levels that Man City and Liverpool are playing at the moment, they're pushing each other to insane levels. And the standard between the two teams has been incredible.
Does this change the match against Arsenal at all?
Absolutely. Well,
like, if you're a player, how much does this kind of, like, we've got to take our chance now if we don't?
I think the one consistent is that Liverpool knew, or pretty much feel, we have to win everything.
Sure.
We have to win everything and hope that City slip up. You kind of believe that the slip up will come later on down the season. And then all of a sudden you have this very real opportunity with City slipping up as they did against one of the best informed teams in the league in Arsenal. And you know how good they are. You know that you can't give this version of Arsenal much encouragement yourself. And I think it just makes the game, it makes the players a little bit more nervy coming into it.
You think so?
I do. Even though, as I say, the ask is still the same. Jurgen Klopp is going to be saying the same thing this week as he will be saying till the end of the season. That we have to win. If we stand any chance, if we are to stand any chance, we have to win. Or at the very least, he'll be saying exactly that up until the City game next month.
Yeah.
But I just feel that when it's one thing to chase as Liverpool have been, feeling that you have to win, but not really thinking that City are going to slip up. And now all of a sudden you realise, yeah, we really cannot. And it's there for us. I just feel it changes the dynamic slightly.
Percentage, Don?
Oh, mate, it's all on, isn't it? It's 50-50.
You think it is that close now?
I do. And I would actually lean a little bit different to what Shaka's thinking. I'm thinking if Man City win tonight, I think Liverpool would have been more nervy going into the Arsenal game because it matters so much that they have to stay on their coattails. Now the fact that City have dropped points, it gives Liverpool more encouragement. It gives them more excitement. I expect Liverpool now in the Arsenal game in the first 20 minutes to be really at them, even more so. They might have been a little bit more measured if Man City had won tonight, but I can imagine them coming out the traps really, really fast in the Arsenal game.
Steve Nicol has been telling me all season, Don, that City are going to rue not signing a striker. I said, yeah, but the last season they won without a striker and they were fine. How much of a game changer would it be if they had a proper number 9 in for this season? Would we even be here talking 50-50s?
Do you know, before you mentioned that, I was going to throw it in as a sort of joke saying, this is a radical one for you, Dan. I wonder what Man City would be like with a striker. Because every time they drop points, it's, they need a number 9. When they win games, they don't need it. It's Guardiola's style. He plays with false nines. They're a different team. I honestly agree with Stevie. I honestly think if they had someone like a Harry Kane or a number 9 that guarantees you 25, 30 goals a season, you see a couple of chances when I think it was Jack Grealish was on the right-hand side and he pulled the ball back towards sort of Bernardo Silva and he couldn't quite finish it off. That's where I think those number 9s can smell a tap-in. And I think that's what they've got, more so than number 10s and guys that play in the hole. These guys who get the numbers every single season. I understand why Pep doesn't want one or he's a little bit stubborn. I honestly look at Man City and think they could be well clear.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.